Hey, my friends at C506. Over here we have our friend Jomathan Cathey from the Loyal Subjects. You remember him from previous interviews we had for him with him. But now there is a big announcement he has to do. He's going to be in Mexico this weekend for La Mole Halloween Edition. ¿Qué tal, amigos de C506? Aquí tenemos ni más ni menos que Jomathan Cathey, uno de los invitados que fue anunciado ya con bombo y platillo para la Mole edición de Halloween, que será este fin de semana en Ciudad de México, en el World Trade Center. Voy a tratar de traducirles algunas de las cosas más importantes que diga Jomathan, pero en general vamos a hacer todo esto en inglés. Hey, Jomathan, how you doing?
What's happening? Doing pretty good. Pretty psyched. Psyched that I'm splitting tomorrow to head down to Mexico City to see all you guys. Party with you guys this weekend, show what's going on with the Loyal Subjects. I'll be down there to promote with Novelmex. I think at booth 202, so come by. I think, do you know all the times that I'll be there? I think, I don't know, throw up the schedule whenever you get a chance, but I'll be at their booth for the most part. And I think I'm doing a panel in one of the rooms. But yeah, it's going to be fun. I'll be talking about the Loyal Subjects, about our process, our creative process. Be there to answer any questions for anybody that has any questions for me, and to meet the beautiful people of Mexico City and hug them close to our brand.
That is correct. You're going to be, you will have the panel at 3:10 to 4 p.m. Mexican time. And from 5 p.m. you will have the meet and greet with the people at Novelmex booth 202. Así es, amigos. Él tendrá una conferencia el sábado en el auditorio Here del World Trade Center entre las 3:10 y las 4 de la tarde. E inmediatamente después, una hora, a las 5, comenzará el meet and greet para que conozcan al CEO de The Loyal Subjects, una de las grandes marcas de coleccionables, juguetes y demás. En él están 202 de Novelmex, que son los distribuidores en México de esta gran línea de juguetes, coleccionables, figuras de acción, o como les guste a ustedes llamarles. También, also, Jomathan, you have at on Sunday, you have another meet and greet, also at the booth 202. So it's plenty of time for you to meet the people, maybe sign something, take pictures, whatever, you know?
You got it. Yeah, no, I'll be there to, talk about our brand and everything that we do, and be pretty psyched to meet everybody. I know that, Mexico City is one of our larger audiences outside of Los Angeles and New York and Chicago. So I would say the Novelmex guys have done a good job getting our products out there and bringing the fans in. So really excited to meet the folks down there.
Jomathan está muy emocionado por conocerlos a todos ustedes. Se sabe que Ciudad de México es probablemente el mercado más, la ciudad más grande donde tiene fanáticos de los coleccionables, y Novelmex ha hecho un gran trabajo trayendo a nuestro país las figuras y colecciones que nos trae The Loyal Subjects. So Jomathan, we're here to get some kind of preview, to tease the people about what they're going to be able to see over there. There may be some releases, some brand new products. So if it's okay with you, I will share my screen because I have a presentation on what's coming. Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Okay, so, en este momento vamos a compartir la pantalla porque tenemos precisamente aquí las novedades que veremos en el stand para que no se las pierdan. Okay. So the first thing we have over here, Jomathan, is the classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game-based figures. So what do you have to say about them?
Well, they're killer. Those things have a very ornate, crazy deco pattern. They were crazy expensive to make. The paint deco on it's just absolutely insane. Sort of mirrors that 8-bit sort of, old or, Nintendo arcade fashion sort of look and feel. And based on that NES game, packaging sort of reflects that. So you got all this really great, vibrant artwork and sort of that 8-bit style. These are extraordinarily limited edition. So get your hands on them, because if you sleep, you weep.
So are Mexican people going, Mexican sorry, your Mexican fans will be able to purchase them at the Novelmex booth?
Yeah, I believe most of everything is going to be for sale at the booth. You know, I'm not sure what kind of quantities they're going to bring in, but they'll have items for sale. So,
all right. Ok, amigos, las figuras basadas en la vieja maquinita o la máquina de arcadias de las Tortugas Ninja, como pueden ver, tiene la presentación de cómo se veía el gráfico cuando escogías a la tortuga. En los lados puedes ver las gráficas también que veías en el gabinete. Y nos comenta que, bueno, fue incluso algo caro de hacer los patrones de fabricación y los colores y la pintura para poder emular lo más posible lo que se veía en la máquina. Estarán de venta, al parecer. Él le dijo que lo más probable es que estén de venta en el stand de Novelmex. Recuerden, están 202. Y si se lo pierden, ni modo, porque están muy limitados, ¿ok? So, okay, they look great, Jomathan. Honestly, I hope I have one of them one day. So
yeah,
let's go.
They're beautiful, man. You're gonna flip when you see them in person. They're absolutely gorgeous.
And I know for sure I will, because I will be there with you. Okay, so let's go to the next. Let's go to the next one. Next figure is this street style Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This comes from a couple of episodes, I think. What do you have to tell us about them?
Yeah, we try to fit these story beats, you know, that really connect to turtle fans. You know, turtle fans were you know, big sort of advocates and participants in the NES games from the 90s, and you know, newly relaunched was it Shredder's Revenge. And then this is the street style turtles. It's sort of a beat from the animation cartoon from the 80s. Mm-hmm. And it's, you know, when the turtles want to be incognito, they just throw on a coat and some glasses and nobody knows they're a turtle. But so that was sort of the device of what they use in the cartoons. We wanted to create this sort of fun variety and assortment and chase figures. So there's little different levels of scarcity and these guys. They all come with collector cards, these beautiful metallic foil treatments. Mm-hmm. The duck is great. The sunglasses all fit on. And we kind of divided them into 3 style traits. So one is called bomber jacket with those solid jackets at the top row. Mm-hmm. The second's called the Letterman look, like that classic Letterman jacket with the color panels and the white sleeves. You know, they're kind of doing those throwback 1950s, you know, 3D shades kind of idea. And as you can see, there's different accessories. So each character has different accessories from the versions that you get. So you see Raphael with the Letterman. He's got the pizza box that opens and closes, and there's a pizza inside. Very cool. And then as the very bottom, we call that the windbreaker jacket, sort of like solid color jackets that sync up with the personality colors of the turtles. You know, the colors that really individualize which turtle is which. But yeah, these are great. They're at Target. They're top seller at Target. They're crushing right now. All limited edition. And we brought some to the Mexican market and the Latin American market, which is very cool. There's not a lot of quantities. I try to get your hands on these so you can grab them. I think the guys will have them at the booth. But they're very ornate. They're very beautiful. They're super playful. You know, they got some great accessories, hyperposable. You got those awesome metallic foil cards. There's a lot going on with these. So, you know, if you can find them all, each version, go for it.
All right. Do you know what is going to be the price in Mexican pesos? Did you already arrange that with Novelmex, or that will be something for Novelmex?
Yeah, you might want to clarify that with Novelmex. Okay. But here in the States are either, I think, $19.99 at Target.
Ok. Bueno, amigos, recuerdan que en las caricaturas de las tortugas, ellos, pues, para según ellos pasar desapercibidos, pasaban, se ponían ropa y ya. I was going to tell that they were going full Clark Kent, you know? They just put some glasses and nobody will know they're turtles or something, you know?
Yeah, ignore the green skin and all, but
yeah. I have a medical condition, don't ask.
Yeah, totally.
So, entonces esta ropa, bueno, como pueden ver, son 3 diferentes para cada tortuga, una con un estilo más de calle, más diverso, otra con el tipo de chamarra llamada Letterman, o también se le conoce como Varsity, de esa de equipo de fútbol americano, y también tenemos una con rompevientos. Van a estar limitadas también. No tenemos los precios todavía en México. Eso depende más de Novelmex. En Estados Unidos cuestan $19.99. Así es que van a estar ahí. Van a estar muy limitadas. Okay. So let's go with the next one, Jomathan. Okay. This one is related to the IDW comic book. This is a bundle, correct?
Yeah, these are really cool. So the turtles inside the box, we really wanted to base them off that original Playmates color scheme that also kind of came out of the Mirage comics, you know, where they all wore red masks. Mm-hmm. And then we partnered with IDW. And IDW clearly gave them the color personality. So inside the box, you really got this like Gen 1 Playmates turtle. But you got this really beautiful cover art. You got a garage door flap window. So that box front opens up and it's got a Velcro cinch. It's very cool. Inside, you know, there's tons of content, multiple head portraits, multiple hand gestures and grips, tons of accessories. And behind there, in each one is a 100-page comic, an IDW comic. So this thing is loaded with cool stuff. If you're a fan of IDW, you like that sort of Gen 1 Playmates turtle look as it came out of some of the Mirage comic stuff. This is for you. It's a nod to the different eras of comic books for turtles. You know, the modern era of IDW, going the nod to the Mirage era, and then obviously a nod to the original Playmates turtle color scheme. So it's very cool. It's kind of like this time, you know, this sort of like, you know, timeline of turtles in a box. And you get a 100-page comic in that thing, which is, I think the comic book alone on eBay goes $65, $85. So it's very cool.
Oh my God. Ok, esta es una mezcla de los tres. Recordemos que las épocas, bueno, estuvo en Mirage Comics y después estuvo en IDW, pero todos conocemos las figuras de Playmates, que fueron las que llegaron aquí a México, y cada tortuga tenía un color distinto. Es una línea de tiempo, es una fusión entre las tres épocas. Y también tiene un cómic de 100 páginas. Si se fijan, el blister incluso tiene un velcro para poderle exhibir, tiene algunas intercambiables y trae un cómic de 100 páginas. Pongan mucha atención, va a estar limitado también. Okay, so this is great, Jomathan. So we are having very, very good stuff coming to Mexico, you know?
Yeah, you got some of our best. I mean, this is, again, as we're walking into 2023, which is Turtles movie year, 2024 is the 40th anniversary. So we got a lot of great Ninja Turtle products that are at this great price point, and it comes with a ton of things. You know, again, with these ones, very special because the IDW comic book, 100-page comic book comes with it. So, and the cover art, actually, the artist that did the cover art for IDW, he reached out to me recently. Is a great guy. So, yeah, you know, you got a lot of art design, a lot of content, and a very cool action figure with a lot of bells and whistles. So it doesn't suck.
Así es, correcto. Entonces pueden ver, es una mezcla, son los colores de IDW, la cinta roja de cuando estaban en Mirage, que recordemos que todas las tortugas son una cinta roja, y tienen su cómic de IDW. Vienen cosas muy buenas a México. Vamos con el siguiente, ya podemos esperar lo que sigue. And also, well, we have the other guys. So also, for example, over here we have a Casey Jones, we have Crank, we have Rocksteady with human form and mutation, and also Bebop, the same, human form and mutation. I can notice that Casey Jones has two different faces. And what do you have about these ones?
Yeah, we like to blur the timelines a lot, you know. So like we're kind of, because Turtles is a large timeline. Like you don't have to be stuck in 87, you know, or you don't have to be stuck in the Mirage era. You don't have to be stuck in an IDW or the Nickelodeon era. It's a long timeline with these characters evolving through different iterations in bits on the storytelling side. So like with Casey Jones, we sort of amalgamized some of the 2012 Casey Jones, like the skull phase, with some of the original sort of cartoon Casey Jones elements, like, you know, those lime green shoes and, you know, some of those loud accessories. There's some good Easter eggs on him. There's some glow in the dark elements. You got to check out the hockey stick and the hockey pad. There's a nod to Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird on there, so it's very cool. And then obviously you get Krang in the cartoon, who's that, you know, lovable, menacing membrane brain organism with, you know, these crazy tentacles that creates robots and all these different things for him to travel in so he could take over Earth. And then, as you said, it's part of the mutant story. You know, these other mutations on the side of Rocksteady and Bebop, you know, they become villains. They become, you know, sort of these mercenary-like villains, as Casey Jones is a vigilante. So now you really kind of got a nice block of turtle sort of role play going on. You got the four heroes, you got the vigilante, you got Bebop, Rocksteady, and Krang. So you're starting to really assemble a turtle story. And so if you come down to the booth and you pick these up, these four, it's going to be, you know, really early on in being able to purchase these. As these guys are just hitting the US market right now. I think they're in Mexico before they actually hit the US market.
Oh, great.
But as you can see, there's also some great, you know, that 80s Bebop. He's got this great collector card with this great, you know, artwork on it. You know, the Little Subjects is sort of secretly a trading card company too, because a lot of our products come with trading cards. And because we don't do big print runs, you know, the trading cards are essentially in limited edition. So hold on to those guys. And if you go to that bottom image of Rocksteady, you'll see that we won Toy Insider's you know, toy of the holiday. So it was their toy pick, which is really prestigious. Toy Insider is sort of the you know, they're the you know, the authority on the toy industry. So to get one of those awards is really important.
Okay. Yeah, como pueden ver, bueno, nos está hablando acerca de que no hay que quedarse atorados en los 80s, 90s y demás. Ha habido diferentes épocas de las tortugas. Casey Jones, por ejemplo, tiene rostros intercambiables. Por ejemplo, el de como que es como una calavera del 2012. Tenemos aquí, por ejemplo, también el Casey Jones clásico, que es el que yo tuve, por ejemplo, en esa carita. Y tiene pues todos los accesorios que ya conocemos, aquellos que lo tuvimos cuando niños en los 90 y los que lo tuvimos más recientemente. También tenemos al Krang, que bueno, ya sabemos que es como un cerebro membrana. Y tenemos a Rocoso, o Rocksteady, y Bebop. El Bebop está basado en el de los 80 y tiene una tarjeta coleccionable. Como dice el Loyal Subjects, es como una... Secretamente también es una compañía de tarjetas coleccionables porque los juguetes los traen. Es parte de la colección. Parece que incluso están llegando a México antes que en Estados Unidos. Así es que es importante que tomen en cuenta esto y que lleven pues lo suficiente para poder tener estas grandes figuras. Loyal Subjects es calidad, definitivamente, en pintura, en plástico, en todo lo que quieran, es mucha calidad. Okay, Jomathan, so that's all regarding Teenage Mutant, but there are also other things that are coming. Now, this one is a band that has a big cult in Mexico. The fan base of this band in Mexico is something out of this world, you know, and they are Kiss. Over here, we have the 4-pack of Kiss with the 4 original members. So what's going on with this one?
You got it. It's based off a tour, one of the Kiss tours where, you know, they sort of had each sort of new record, Kiss had to redevelop that look, you know. So in this tour, they sort of like the Turtles created these thematic characters around essentially the characters of the band. You know, the Demon is basically characterized by being red. You know, Space Ace characterized with that blue, that sort of powder blue. Catman with that sort of emerald green, and then Star Child with that sort of fuchsia pink. And so we took that moment in time from that Kiss tour and incorporated into the product, and you know, added some accessories like the firework pinwheel that Ace Frehley would put on his, or Spaceman would put on the headstock of his guitar. We're starting to assemble Peter Criss's drum set, so you get more parts, and now you got the kick drum. And then, you know, there's a lot of really cool stuff with Paul Stanley. They come with different hand grips. Some of the hand grips are like picking hands. I got a pick in my hand right now. But you know, which is a very cool nuanced detail. There's a little pick, and then you know, the index and thumb pinching it, so it looks like they're playing down the strings near the pickups. But it's cool. It's limited edition. It's a 4-pack. As you can see, it comes with 4 collector cards as well. Packaging art is absolutely beautiful, almost is reminiscent of, you know, the album art. And then inside, it looks like you got one of the colored vinyls from Kiss, and then there's sort of promo press shot. But it has the cinch, you know, the Velcro cinches, and that guitar, that sort of garage door flap. It's very beautiful. It's very ornate. It's extraordinarily toyetic. It's very posable. And Kiss has, as you were saying, they have a diehard fan. I mean, or fan base. Been around since the early 70s. You know, they're, you know, one of rock and roll's most fabled acts, and their fan base transcends. So, you know, there's no shortage of Kiss toys. They basically cross that gamut, rock and roll to comic book, and being sort of these superhero or demonic characters. And you know, we're bringing them to life with a lot of detail, and, you know, a lot of nuance and a lot of coolness and a lot of posability. So as far as the action figures out there for Kiss that have been done, I would put these at the top of the list as some of the best that have ever existed.
Ok, bueno, en México sabemos el culto que se le tiene a Kiss. Ahorita que están en la gira de despedida, sabemos la cantidad de gente que fue a los conciertos. Y aquí tenemos ni más ni menos que los 4 originales, tanto Paul Stanley, Ace Frehley, Gene Simmons y Peter Criss. Y aquí están cada uno con sus colores característicos muy posables. La cantidad de accesorios es impresionante. Como pueden ver, incluso el blister también viene para exhibición. Parece una de esas grandes cajas de colección de discos que compras de Kiss. Adentro parece que tiene esos viniles de colores. Y para Jomathan es de las figuras de Kiss que ha hecho, porque hay otras dentro de Loyal Subjects. Esta sería la número 1. Aparte incluye 4 tarjetas. Y se sabe que desde los 70s Kiss ha sido una maquinaria de marketing impresionante. Esto es algo que no te puedes perder si eres un fan de la banda. La batería de Peter Criss, digo, se ve para cuestiones de la exhibición, tal vez no se ve tan grande ahí, pero cuando esté armada la verán en el puesto 202 de Novelmex. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Avatar, The Last Airbender. Big fan base in Mexico too.
It's fantastic. It's like an American anime. You know, I think the great thing about Avatar is not just the character development, the stories. It's also, there's a lot of diversity and inclusivity with Avatar. But it's a great story. As you said, it's got a great fan base. You know, these are hyperposable figures with a lot of really great accessories. Again, you get the collector cards, which are fantastic, beautiful artwork, great layouts. And this 4-pack, that beautiful, you know, again, garage door flap with the 2 Velcro cinches, and inside just massive content. You know, there's different sculpt details from the other Avatar figures, the single figures we've done. As you could see, Toph comes with that, like, you know, like she's exploding. Her power is really manipulating Earth, or, you know, commanding Earth. So she's, you know, pushing up a bunch of dust and rock, you know, towards whoever her opponent is. And then Katara, she's the, you know, essentially the waterbender. Aang is the airbender, and Zuko is part of the Fire Lord tribe. And it's a lot, you know, there's a lot to say about this series, and especially this pack as being a very great collector item. Very unique. It's very beautiful. The artwork on the packaging is absolutely gorgeous. But if you could grab it. Again, limited edition. We didn't do a lot of these sets. And they are cool. And I'm sure, I believe that the guys down at Novelmex will have them. So pick them up.
Pick them up. Ya sabemos la leyenda de Avatar. Avatar, la leyenda de Aang. Ya conocemos a los 4 elementales: Zuko, Aang, Katara y Toph. Y bueno, estarán ahí en Novelmex y no se los pierdan. And well, last but not least, we have here a line that loyal subjects also work with, which is called Superama. It used to be, that's the name of an old supermarket, doesn't exist anymore. But you can see this super deformed style. And we have here Miles Morales Spider-Man. And looks like it's a very limited edition for what I can see over here, Jomathan. What do you have to say?
Yeah, it's very cool. Great sculpt details, great paint details. It's that sort of phasing mode of Miles Morales, or cloaking mode, you know, where he goes from invisible to visible. So that is captured, that story element's captured in the decos. You could sort of see his, you know, bottom half phasing and cloaking, and then his top half coming to, you know, where you could actually see him. But it's got all those great stylistic paint options, you know, even the deco on the spider web is painted where a lot, because of cost issues, you know, that usually just stays relief sculpt, not really painted in. But it's done in that sort of chibi style. I think it's a very unique chibi style. And then you got this interesting, you know, sort of dioramic background with sculpt details, and you sort of soaring over buildings, as you could see in the base, and then that beautiful print on the backdrop, which is swappable. You take those prints and you can swap them out with other prints or with the other Superama items. And Superama, not the supermarket, but it's a portmanteau. A portmanteau is a term that means two words smushed together. And this one being superhero with diorama. So this is a superhero diorama. So Superama.
Superama. Yeah.
And that's how that came together. But yeah, again, beautiful packaging. It's a beautiful item for any Marvel fan. It's hard to pass this up. It's great for your display case. And he might come with, I don't think he comes with a collector card. Some of them do though. But yeah, if you could get it, super limited edition. Again, that deco detail is just gorgeous. As you could see that, you know, that technique of that print and deco, you know, going into the cloaking part of his body, or coming out of the cloaking part of his body. But yeah, very proud of this line. We updated it, made it very figure focused, very, you know, it's really about getting the figure, which is, I mean, it's a diorama. The actual figural object on there is very focused and forward.
Bueno, le estaba haciendo el chiste a Jomathan de que, bueno, Superama aquí en México pues significaba pues una línea, unos supermercados que no existen, pero él me comenta que aquí Superama es por dos cosas, superhéroes y diorama. Como pueden ver, aquí Miles Morales tiene una parte del cuerpo transparente porque está hablando de, bueno, esta habilidad que tiene para camuflarse, para volverse invisible. Incluso tiene su telaraña pintada, que por lo general por cuestiones de costo no lo suelen hacer, pero bueno, aquí el estilo es un estilo chibi o super deforme. Y también lo que es importante es que tiene una presentación, de ahí viene lo de diorama, como pueden ver está en una azotea y tiene un fondo. Y este fondo es intercambiable con otros de la línea de Superama. Miles Morales no es el único, es uno de los de la línea que también estarán a la venta. Marvel Superama también estará disponible en el stand de Novelmex en el 202. Okay, Jomathan, so I will just tell them some of the products that will be available that are not here. So,
yeah. Also important to point out the pre-order. You can get them at bigbadtoystore.com or entertainmentearth.com. And if you need to search for it, it's Marvel Superama Spider-Man Miles
Morales. Okay.
Miles Morales cloaking, collectible diorama. Yeah, check it out. That's the title of it. And go to bigbadtoystore.com or entertainmentearth.com. You can grab yours while the supplies last.
Ok, está, como dijimos, está en muy limitado. Pueden ir a Big Bad Toy Store. What is the other one you said? Superhero. Entertainment.com. Está muy limitado, $17.99. Pueden buscarlo en Google como Marvel Superama, Miles Morales Cloaking Effect, o well, Miles Morales Superama. Bueno, dentro de los productos que vimos, bueno, que van a estar a la venta y que no están aquí, por ejemplo, van a haber cosas de la línea de Naruto, My Hero Academia o Boku no Hero Academia, va a haber de El Señor de los Anillos, va a haber de Masters of the Universe o también He-Man, y va a haber otras sorpresas aparte de lo que Novelmex trae de sus otros clientes. Así es que, ok, ya es momento de despedirnos porque Jomathan es un hombre muy ocupado como CEO de una compañía. I was telling them that it's time to say goodbye since you're a very busy man as a CEO of a company, you know? So, Jomathan, we're looking forward to speak with you this Saturday. We're going to be there. Hope that you get ready. Like I said, well, you're used to, you know, be with Mexican people, but it's not the same when you're there and you receive all the hugs and all the warm the warm welcome people is going to give you. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm super psyched. I mean, we love Mexico. It's, you know, it's one of my favorite places on earth. So I'm pretty psyched to be down there and saying hi to everybody. But so come by, say hi, and let's party.
All right.
Dia de los Muertos style.
Yeah, Dia de los Muertos. That's the way we party. Okay. Así es que, amigos, nos vemos en la mole este fin de semana, Mole Halloween Edition. Recuerden, están 202 de Novelmex. Ahí va a estar Jomathan a partir de las 5 de la tarde para el Meet and Greet. Los productos estarán a la venta y a las de 3 a 4 el sábado tendrán la conferencia en el auditorio Gir Casa. Muchas gracias y nos vemos en la mole. Thank you, Jomathan.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it.